Thank you for listening and welcome to the Life Radio Show, a once proud member of the now defunct Eventide Entertainment Podcast Network. I'm your host, Don Smith. The fabulous Kevin Rupert, after saving my bacon at the Trans Am Nationals, is in as guest co-host. Mike Canistero is in with us to talk about secret vegetables and Area 51 raids. If you enjoy the show, like and follow the Life 1069 on Facebook and Don Smith Comedy on Twitter, or tune in live on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM, or you can stream the show live at WWSU1069.org.
The brutal presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
I'm just pausing just to mess with you. Hey,
Really?
hey, well, it's Tuesday. Welcome to the Live Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith. As always, as the only host that would do this often, like for almost 5 years now.
Wow.
What else am I going to do with my life? Pretty much, this is
You
it.
can do a lot.
Yeah,
but
why do that when you can do this?
You can do this. You can do a lot, but you can also do this.
Kevin Rupert is back as a guest co-host.
What's up, man?
Going all right. How was you? Because I stole you to go guest co-host Sunday.
That's right.
For the Trans Am Nationals, and then I abandoned you.
It was fun, man. It actually turned out to be pretty cool. Like you said before, like about 15 minutes after you left, that room just
Get closer.
There we go.
Yeah, pull it right up to your face.
I got you. But about 15 minutes after you left, the room just was packed out, and I mean, there were probably
waiting for me to leave. They gone
They're
yet?
standing right
gone.
outside.
All right, cool.
But,
we can go in there now.
But yeah, it was neat. It was an opportunity to work on crowd work and get some auctioneering experience and stuff. So it ended up being a lot of fun.
That's good.
Cool.
I'm glad you had fun with it because that's the last year when I did it. Probably the first 45 minutes, I was a nervous wreck because I'd never done anything like that, and I was I was sweating it because I was like, I'm going to screw this up big time. And they had enough fun with me. They invited me back this year, and then
that's awesome.
Then the whole Gem City Shine thing started, and I was like, oh, I kind of got to be at the club.
Sure, that makes sense.
Stealing all the limelight.
Absolutely.
I'm not feeling it. Whatever.
Who's that?
Whatever. That Gem City thing. Taking all your,
Mike Canistero.
credit away.
Yeah,
Hey,
Mike
good to be
Canistero
back.
is my first guest today. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you in here.
Always a pleasure to be here.
I look forward to the comedy rundown so you can make weird
Yeah,
faces
I know. I
and
just started that
probably
like
show
two-
your nipples again.
I probably will. I got a button-down shirt.
Get ready to see Mike's nipples.
Hey,
I'll
got
do
the
it.
belly button.
Whatever sells. Sex sells.
Exactly.
I don't know what kind of
whatever
sex
it takes
it is.
to get. I'd say nipples. That's
Nipples.
all.
I'm into
like
nipples.
I just like saying nipples. It rolls off the tongue.
Nipples
like,
are very underrated,
Rolls off the
frankly.
They are.
We
They
wouldn't
are.
be here if it weren't for nipples. Actually, in the modern day, we would.
Yeah.
But not
Yeah, we'd have never made it.
lower animals wouldn't be. I mean, they need nipples.
Right. Nipples are
In
a
the wild.
necessity.
In the wild, they are.
We just named
In
this show. Nipples are a
We're
necessity.
gonna, I've been here enough times to know that ain't gonna be the final name to the show, but
it might be.
it might be.
not.
Nipples are a necessity.
It's going to be tough to beat.
It's
That-
gonna
that
be.
is,
It's a
that
tough
is.
one. We're right out of the
'Cause,
gate.
yeah,
here.
we're starting off strong with nipples. That's,
Yeah. You always are. It's hard to beat nipples.
I mean, starting the nipples off strong.
Right.
So-
It's very hard to beat nipples.
Yes, that it is.
I mean, you could twist them, but you can't beat them.
We were starting to talk about Gem City Shine a little bit.
Yeah.
What's your beef?
No, I don't have a beef except that Chappelle never hangs out in the OD. Always hangs out at the Green, but that's okay. He tried to do good, and he did a good job. And
I will say that Wiley's did well
good.
Sunday night. We
Excellent.
really did.
Excellent. I saw your
we
post.
sold out of everything that we were selling. Our beer truck was empty,
Good.
and we did
So the
really well.
trickle down effect helped you. That's good.
What helped us is from 1 to 4, we were the only place you could get beer without paying a cover charge to go into a bar. Because the other beer trucks and the food trucks weren't going to open till 4.
Yeah.
Well, we opened before 1 o'clock, and there was because I didn't get down there till about 2:30 because I was with Rupert at the Trans Am Nationals until I abandoned him. But
Yeah. Well, hey, that's
Trial by fire.
yes. Well, I was there about 40 minutes maybe.
Yeah, something
Then I
like
split.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got down there at 2:30, and I guess the staff had already been trying to set up, and there was such a line formed by the time they got even like halfway set up that they just went ahead and started serving, and it was nonstop. I got there at 2:30, and that line stretched from our side doors in the parking lot all the way over to it was out onto 5th Street.
Wow!
I saw the photos.
Major line,
it
was and it stayed there pretty much the whole time. I mean, there were a few moments where it kind of dwindled down after the other trucks opened up, but.
And I heard a lot of good sentiment about the whole thing, that everything was great.
Everybody seemed to have a great time.
Yeah.
Everybody was there to support rather than, there to just, be jerks.
Yeah.
Because you have that usually when you get big crowds like that.
Yeah. If you're a jerk at that thing.
Yes.
You're kind of a real jerk.
Me?
No, if anybody in general is a jerk at that event.
It would be me.
No, you would be a real
right, like that would be like super jerk at that
super
point.
Jerk.
The only time
that's another good title. But it's not better than nipples.
I don't know if that gets flagged.
The only time jerks are a good thing is when it's chicken.
That's true.
Could be true.
That's true.
Could be true.
Yeah. We've gone from milking a duck to jerking a chicken. But I don't know.
Yeah.
But
chickens don't have nipples.
The thing about it that kind of got me is what's that?
Chickens don't have nipples.
That's true.
Fun fact of the episode.
There you go.
We have a lot of good titles already, but I'm sticking with nipples are a necessity.
Good. They are.
We're sticking with that one. That's probably going to be the final one, just
I
because
hope,
you said
I
wouldn't be.
We're
going to prove you wrong.
In my face,
just to stick my nipples in your face.
Well, hey,
there's another.
It won't be the first time.
But no, it was. My issue with it was just the whole reclaiming the Oregon District. It's like, well, who's reclaiming it? Because the same people that went there before are still going there. They've still been going there ever since that. And the people that we haven't seen down there, like before or after, are the ones that said they had to reclaim it. So hopefully, if Chappelle's reclaimed it, he'll show up a little more often.
That'd be great. Maybe at your
place. That was one of my thoughts.
Maybe at Wiley's. That'd be great.
Yeah, maybe he's reclaiming it because, much like his TV show, he just abandoned it years ago.
Hey,
maybe he'll get another TV show now. He'll reclaim that too, and we'll.
I feel like we can't talk bad about the guy now. Everybody's going to come down on us. Like, oh my God, you made fun of Chappelle.
I'm just. That was the thing that kind of irritated because I found it somewhat insulting.
Yeah,
but I will say I got no problem.
Like, what have we
been
doing wrong?
Yeah,
all these years.
Exactly.
Not we, but
Well,
everybody.
apparently we didn't claim it. Apparently somebody else came in and claimed it, and then we had to go reclaim it.
We need to put some flags
on Sunday. Yeah, we need to have it surveyed first so we know exact property lines. Because you can't reclaim it if you don't know exactly what it is yet. We need clear definitions.
I don't know if there were clear definitions at that event.
I don't think there.
Like they saw that
maybe
crowd.
Early in the morning. Maybe once the beer trucks opened, every definition was blurry at that.
I thought so, as by design.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was a little blurry too. Because I wasn't working the beer truck, but I would sneak over there every now and then when my boss wasn't looking.
Well, if you abandon Rupert, it's going to be blurry afterwards.
What's that?
Abandoning him is going to be blurry.
That's right.
Yeah. That's why I had to have some beers because I was trying to get over my disappointment in myself.
Yeah.
For abandoning this young man to these.
You should.
To these auction jackals.
What kind of mentor? Are you?
PTSD.
Yeah.
It's pretty
But
tough.
no, the Trans Am Nationals, it was a lot of fun. It was fun
cool,
when I did it last year. It's basically like 3.5 hours of clean crowd work.
I will say the funny part.
It was rough. It was rough,
Yeah,
but it was fun because what cracked me up last year is I had to be clean, but every now and then somebody would make a comment as they were like they did with the here's a race car, it's the 69 clock, something like that. But it got to a point last year where there were a couple people in the audience that I'd been kind of playing off of, so they got to know kind of what I was thinking, and as soon as they'd do something like that, I'd give them a look, and they would blurt out what I wasn't allowed to say.
Oh,
so I was making the audience get dirty for me.
Yeah, that's
like,
good.
Yes!
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Yeah, behavior modification.
Yeah, there you go.
I will say, I think the funniest part about me doing it was that I had to pretend like I knew stuff about cars. Because like all the items they would bring up, I'd be like, yeah, this is an acrylic.
You didn't drop the C word, did you?
I did not.
You did not?
I came pretty close.
That was the mistake that I made.
Yeah.
Because it's the Trans Am Nationals, and somebody handed me something. I said, it's a Camaro. And that, man, that is something you don't do. And I knew that. And that's probably why I did it. I just let it slip out. And, that was a room full of Trans Am enthusiasts that were really, really upset with me at that point.
Wow.
Which I just started laughing. I put the microphone back down, and I walked out of the room altogether. I was like,
just
let
him take over your head?
No, this was last year. I was by myself.
Okay. Yeah.
I did. I walked out of the room until I heard him start to laugh, and then I came back in. So.
Yeah.
I gave him just enough time to.
Don't you always get one mess up in anything
you
do?
Oh, yeah. Especially 3.5 hours of clean crowd work. You're going to screw something up.
You get something.
But so, what have you been up to, Mike?
I've been, planting squash all over town.
Yeah.
Random.
What's the title of that Facebook page or Facebook group?
Well, I have a Facebook group, but I've been putting them on my YouTube. But I've been let's plant vegetables in random places.
Right,
is what it's called. And I guess my goal is to kind of get people to look up from what they're doing, and then also to prove that it's super easy to grow certain things in your backyard or whatever.
Yeah. So it's kind of an experiment and kind of
and I mean, I got to say that people start. I mean, I only got 3 plants left, right on Fairfield Road in Beaver Creek. Actually,
oh wow,
the one in Dayton died. The landscapers.
So it's not only easy to grow them, but also easy to kill them.
Oh, they are. They're pretty easy to kill plants. Actually, they grow like weeds. Squash do. Next year, I'm going to graduate to like something more nutritious, maybe like peppers or something, but they're hard to do. Eggplant, maybe eggplant. I don't know. I'm up to suggestions.
So long as
join my group.
So long as it's not the eggplant emoji, because I think that means something else.
Those are easy to plant. Yeah. But
for some,
yeah.
not easy to deal with.
No, it's probably true. So I did a 9-part going on 10-part YouTube kind of documentary of the whole thing, and then there's that. And then Travis and I just the other day, we're going to let this fly on Friday. I think is the government listening to this?
It's a good possibility.
Well, we stormed Area 51.
Oh, you did? You already did?
We already did. It's all in the can.
So you weren't with the big group. You just went by yourself.
We went by ourselves before all the nerds got there.
Right. Because, they're not expecting that. They're expecting to see a big crowd. 2 people can get right in.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
Perfect.
And it's pretty interesting. We found some stuff, and I don't want to tell too much.
Okay. So you're going to have to wait. This is going to be Friday.
Would you mind walking out to my car with me later, though, just in case? Anybody's listening
that might. Okay. Yeah. Well, I have to stick around.
Actually, I might just hide in the bathroom.
Well, how do you know Don's not one of them?
Oh, well, I know we found 2. Never mind. I can't talk about it if I wasn't Don. Oh, he's on.
Patrick just blew my cover.
Get me
out of here now.
Yeah. Well, then it's what's done's done. I'll go start my sentence.
Now, yeah.
It's
already out there.
Yeah. So that's all I'm up to, really.
Yeah, I'll walk you out to your car.
That's okay.
He owns a comedy club close enough to being part of the government.
It is kind of hidden.
Is it really? Yeah.
His comedy club is kind
just a front.
It's about as easy to find as Area 51, actually.
Well, the sign's burned out, and we can't fix it right now.
So,
aren't isn't the wreckage from Area 51 supposedly in the Wright Pat hangar?
Well,
something like that.
Now,
I think that's where they did the autopsy.
We actually found some stuff really close by.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of don't want to talk about it anymore.
You were at Area 15.
No, it was Area 51. But I mean, we made sure of it.
Okay.
And it's just not where you think it would be.
Area 51's not where you think it would be?
No, they moved it.
Oh, okay.
Moved it really close by.
Really?
Yeah, and we found it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad
I was
somebody
receiving
uncovered
messages.
that. And I'm kind of glad they moved it before all that crowd gets there. Because they're going to be really disappointed.
There ain't going to be any crowd.
Yeah, they're going to be really disappointed.
No, it's really secret. It's really secret. So, yeah, I mean, but I'll put that on my Facebook page. And
okay.
It's at the Wright-Patterson Air Force
Base,
by
we can
the
all...
So that you can all share and like it and not hate
like
on it and do all sorts of good things, like as if I was Dave Chappelle. Do that. Pretend I'm him.
Yes, yeah.
That would be great.
Well, thanks, Dave. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks
you
for
can call me
event
that,
Sunday. It's fantastic. And get out and plant vegetables in random
Next
places.
spring. Yeah.
Plant them now. Why not?
Fall veggies, you could do some kale. It might
Yeah.
look a little weird, but that's fine. Weird is good. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Well, if you plant some things, nobody's really going to notice anyway.
I tell you, it's easy to just smush a squash seed in the ground and then just walk away. And then just be like later, it's like this. Like 2 months later, it's like bang. And
We'll
there's
have
like
to do
these
that, yeah.
like mini wiffle ball bat size yellow things shooting off of it, and people are picking them now. It made me feel really good.
That's good. So, some good has come from
I
it,
would
yeah.
go daily, look, try to sneak water it, like, oh, something's wrong with my bike, with my water bottle, and then I'm like, there's literally a squash this size, and I go back the next day, gone. That means someone picked it.
Did somebody pick it, or did squirrels get it?
You would tell squirrels are not sophisticated in the art.
That's
it
true.
takes
That's
a
true.
lot of
Yeah, it's
effort
not-
to pick a squash. You got to twist it.
Yeah, they're
And
not.
the
They're
stem's
not
gotta
going to
break,
go
you
through all
have
the
to
trouble.
cut
They're
it.
just going to gnaw on it until
It was
they're
Area
Yeah.
51 that took it.
Yeah.
That's what we found. Actually, it's a bunch of squash.
Yeah, you found a stockpiled,
It was like-
stockpiled alien squash,
Yeah,
and
But-
they're going to go plant seeds around the universe
I hope
in
so.
random places.
I hope so.
Because
Probably
the
grow my
eggplant
mind.
emoji.
Because you inspired them.
I hope. I mean, if there's anything I want to do, is inspire aliens.
Yeah.
Alien extraterrestrial beings.
Right.
You know?
Well, yeah, you have
They're
to.
not
you have to
creative.
specify. You have
They
to
always use the
specify.
same orifice.
Yeah, you
Pretty
can't, you
modest
can't
goal,
just
Mike.
can't just say aliens. Because that could offend
Extraterrestrial
All
beings.
right.
Yeah,
people.
no,
Just like
no.
apparently you
No,
can't say
I don't.
freshmen anymore.
There's no borders for me with them. There's no wall. They
Yeah.
could come do whatever they want. Just pick a different orifice for
Until,
once.
until the new Space Force
how
goes
you
to it.
how you going to build a wall? I mean, we can't even keep our ozone layer intact.
We got
No.
a Space Force now, so we can easily build a wall with
We
the
could
Space
probably.
Force.
I think Space Force is still just a dream. It's a dream that started with Reagan.
Space Force.
All right.
Well, that was Star
Yeah,
Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, similar.
Yeah,
similar.
the strategic defense initiative.
The next one is Spaceballs. That's
Yeah,
gonna be the
yeah,
next,
that's
objective.
yeah. We went from Star Wars to
Space Force.
Space Force
Spaceballs.
to Spaceballs. That's going to be
SpaceX. That's the
Yeah.
that's the risque version of Space Force.
No, that's Space
Space
Triple
Triple X
Yeah, that's
is-
that's the naughty one.
Yeah,
right there.
we
You don't
are.
wanna, yeah,
we are gonna.
yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Defending
As
the
soon as
world
we
with
find
your
Planet Triple X, which is just going to be, like it's just
No one's gonna come back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be,
They're
and it'll populate quickly.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. So, you know how hard it is to not talk about things. Like Space Triple X. Oh, let's dance around that. for
Right, yeah.
20 minutes.
Let's tiptoe around.
It's
all
like
the
doing the
things that you
Trans
would
Am thing.
all the things that you would find on Planet Triple X.
I know. What do you find then? Not Camaros. Don't
Yep,
say that.
Nope. That's the
Nope.
last thing you want to
That's
do.
the last
is
thing you
find
want to
one
do
of
is
those.
find Camaros. Yeah. Anyhow.
So, what's the word on Dose Dollar Store Dining Dudes? Is that on?
Well, we
is
just
that
did,
on hiatus?
we just
or
did one. No, we
Okay.
actually are gonna be on DATV at some point.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh cool. Oh cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
we actually have filmed some stuff, and I'm waiting for our producers. I don't know
Yeah,
if they want to be
producers.
identified.
Oh yeah. Well, I can.
I think
understand
they
that. I
do,
can understand.
but I don't know, and I didn't run it by them. But we are going to probably put out a 22-minute episode soon.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah,
and
that's what
I
Channel 5 and
I don't
some
even
other-
have
yeah,
cable.
yeah.
That's the problem.
Neither do I
I don't have
anymore.
cable
Yeah.
TV, and everybody's cutting cords now. But yeah, we'll find a way to get it to you.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah,
they'll
we'll-
put it on a YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, because I think with DATV you can put it on YouTube too.
Yeah, they seem very,
As long
from
as
what
you're
I've
not
heard.
making money off of it. Which
I don't think we're making money off it.
yeah,
I'm going to
could-
go
I
on
could
a
put this whole
hard
show on there. And
limb and say not making money. Matter of fact, anything I've ever done, not making money off it. I'm just saying.
I'm about
Probably.
the same way. Yeah, I'm about the same way.
And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say that anything I do the next year, probably not making money off it.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how much money. It's
None.
none at all.
None.
Because I will say I just did some acting on Saturday and I did get paid.
Wow.
I did. Yeah. I got paid. It was nice.
After you factor in your gas and your waiting and your time. No, I'm just kidding. It's all good.
Well,
Did you-
we only filmed for about 2 hours, and it was at Wiley's. So
Okay.
we filmed a teaser trailer that I can't show yet because I believe the fundraiser, the whatever the fundraising site is, the Kickstarter is going to be live tonight, I believe, for Smith and Wesson, which
Smith and
I don't
Wesson.
play Smith in this.
Okay.
Yeah, Smith is played by the Hammer, Fred
Okay.
Williamson, which if you watch back in the 70s and 80s.
This sounds
action movies,
intriguing. This is going to be out tonight. Like, I got to look at this.
Well, not the
Teaser
Kickstarter
trailer?
is going to go live
Kickstarter?
tonight, I
Okay,
believe,
good.
and I think they do have a trailer on there. So.
Right.
Is this a horror film or
No, this isn't an action. This is an action movie
Action
with
movie.
William Lee and Fred Williamson.
nice?
Oh, William Lee. Okay, you've worked with him a bunch of times.
a bunch of times.
Yeah, good. Oh, yeah. Oh, it sounds good.
It'll be
Unfortunate
fun.
name with the anti-gun sentiment of nowadays, but hey,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
maybe that does something for you.
Well, it's an action movie. You gotta have.
You got to have
action movie.
something.
Yeah, and I will say, filming Saturday, there were some of the folks that were a little uptight because we didn't film outside. We did everything inside Wiley's, but we're
Right.
running around with fake guns.
Yeah, that's a little risky.
Like, yeah, we probably shouldn't film outside.
Yeah, not yeah.
Yeah, not right now.
Not,
the
not
climate's
yeah.
a
Give
little
it a
off,
few weeks. Yeah, then it'll be fine.
Especially because it's the day before Gym City Shine. There's
Yeah.
gonna be
You
20,000
don't
people
want
there.
a good call on that.
Yeah, that probably would
Good
have been
call.
rough.
Oh, that's cool.
Well,
Well,
no, it was a fun time.
yeah, Wiley should be a really good venue for anything. You know, it's a
Oh, yeah.
pretty good room to film in. I
We
imagine.
have done so much filming in there with I think the is it Kill Mamba Kill? I think we filmed because it used to be Black Mamba, then it changed to Kill Mamba Kill, which is actually I believe September 17th. That's going to be available.
Mhm.
On I believe it's going to be in Walmart's and it's going to be on Amazon, and several other places.
Excellent.
Oh, wow.
That's going to be released. A bunch of streaming apps. It's going to be quite a bit, but it's going to. I believe something like 60 to 70% of that was filmed either in or around Wiley's. So,
Nice.
yeah, they
Good.
were. And the cool thing about it is Wiley's has had so many failed attempts at a remodel that depending on what section you are, it looks like a totally different building.
Yeah.
Were you guys able to do any like product placement, like someone's getting stabbed with like a Wiley's knife or
Yeah, that
something, just to get a little advertising out there?
Well, we had there was one scene in I can't remember if that was in Black Mamba or not, but there was one scene where I walk in and there was a comedian on stage, and I believe at some point I point the gun at him and tell him to learn some punchlines. I'm going in chasing after my wife who's had an affair, and I go after the guy, and then I'm carrying this big old pistol in with me, and then.
I like it.
It
I like
was
it. I
fun.
gotta
It was
check
fun.
it out. I'll check it out.
Because that was something I decided to do while the camera was still rolling. Because we were just about to cut, and he the kid on stage. It was Caleb Tucker who he runs a prop business now. He does props for films and stuff like that. It's getting fairly big, but he just signed some kind of contract, some kind of deal with one of the bigger pictures that's going to be filming in the area. He'd signed a deal with them to do some stuff, but this was his first time acting, and he was on stage trying to tell jokes and was god awful. So yeah, at the last minute before the camera stopped, I pointed my gun at him and said, "You need to learn some punchline."
I like it. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can we do that on Sundays?
We should. That should be a new thing.
That's kind of like it's just a flashlight and not a gun, but it's
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
thing.
Well, yeah, it's the same concept.
The same. I used to-
whatever shuts them up.
For 2 years, I ran that flashlight. Powerful.
Yeah. Well, speaking of comedy shows, we're going to have to go ahead and do the comedy rundown and take a little break. But first, here's this week's comedy rundown, brought to you by the legendary Nipples.
That Nipples Comedy
Brought
Club?
to you by Nipples Comedy.
Yeah, I like it.
Here's this week's comedy rundown, brought to you by the legendary Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's historic Oregon District. Call 224-JOKE or go to wileyscomedy.com for all the best in Dayton comedy. Tuesday, August 27th, open mic at Peach's Grill at 104 Xenia Avenue in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 8 p.m. Yellow Springs. Wednesday, August 28th, open mic at Mila's Suburban Cafe at 606 Haywood Road in Englewood at 7 p.m. There's also an open mic at the South Park Tavern at 1301 Wayne Avenue. That show starts at 9 p.m. There's also the Vibe Sessions comedy night at Hannah's at 121 North Ludlow Street in Dayton. That show starts at 9 p.m. And there's also an open mic at the Buckeye Sports Lodge, Buckeye Sports Lodge at 126 West High Street in Springfield. That show starts at 8 p.m. Thursday, August 29th, open mic at the Spirited Goat at 118 Dayton Street in Yellow Springs. That show starts at 7 p.m. Also an open mic at the Barrel House at 417 East 3rd Street from 8:30 to 11 p.m. And an open mic at the Hookah Bazaar at 958 Patterson Road. That show starts at 10 p.m. Sign-ups are at 9:30. Friday and Saturday, August 30th and 31st. Wiley's Comedy Showcase at Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in the Oregon District. Different comics each night, many local favorites, including me on Saturday night, so get out there for that. Friday through Sunday, August 30th through September 1st. Vicky Barbalak is at Dayton Funny Bone at 88 Plum Street at the Green. That is it, as always. Check out Mike's Nipples and check out Wiley'sComedy.com and DaytonFunnyBone.com for details and tickets to upcoming nipples. We also there's also an open mic on Mondays at 7 p.m. at the Barrel at 857 West Central in Springboro. So get out and support that one. I believe that's still going on, isn't it, Rupert?
It is.
Okay,
Yep,
cool. All right, that is it. We're going to go ahead and take a break. We're going to get serious. This is another St. Mary, St. Michael from the this is my favorite one that I've been listening to over and over again. This is Mr. Gray off of his upcoming album, Another Anodyne. So be sure to check that out. I believe that's releasing on the 31st, on August 31st. Fantastic album. Some great songs on there from St. Mary, St. Michael. So check out Mr. Gray. We'll be back here shortly.
Promise me you'd be my anodyne. You promised me you'd be my anodyne. That I spend with you, your words are cutting deeper still, even deeper still. I hate it, but I can't seem to find my peace. And so I breathe you in like a cigarette. With every breath you're killing me, slowly killing me. But damn it, if you don't taste so sweet. You were supposed to be my anodyne. You were supposed to be my anodyne. like some modern Mr. Gray. The more I feed into your image, the more I quickly fade away. And I don't mind this hell I've crawled to. At least it's something that I know. But I can't help but feel there's more for me. If you just let me go. You were supposed to be my anodyne. Well, I need to find another anodyne. You promised me you'd be my anodyne. I need to find another anodyne.
Hey, this is Don Smith from the Life Radio Show. Do you like telling jokes? Are you the class clown? Do your friends always tell you you're funny? You want to prove them wrong? Well, nearly every Sunday, Wiley's Comedy Club at 101 Pine Street in Dayton's Oregon District brings you Wiley's Sunday Comics. You can be the one on stage making people laugh. Or not. All you have to do is send an email to Wiley'sSundayComics@gmail.com and follow the instructions in the reply email, and you can tell jokes at Ohio's oldest comedy club.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these snakes on this plane!
All right, this Mikkel Muckum, what did he say? I don't know.
I
Something
don't
about
know.
snakes on a plane. Hey, we're back on the Live Radio Show. I'm your host, Don Smith, sitting in with my guest co-host for the week, Mr. Kevin Rupert.
Still here, man.
Still here, yeah.
Hanging in there.
I didn't figure you'd run off. If you stuck around for the Trans Am Nationals auction, you're probably going to
That's
stick
right.
around
Yeah.
for this. So.
No, I'm ready.
Mike Canistero is in. As our
How
first
come I'm
guest.
not a mister? What am I
Senor.
doing?
Senor
that?
Mike
That was me on the
Doing.
delay.
What's happening?
It's
Oh, you're
Nothing.
playing-
I'm just
you're playing
stupid,
again.
and I
This
is
don't
why
know
you're
how
gonna
to do
echo.
like. I
It's like
don't know how-
Inception over here.
Yep.
I know it's like
Crazy.
stupid.
Yep. Don't look directly at it, Rupert. You'll get stuck in a loop. That's all right. Hey, welcome back from the break where we all sat here and talked, so we can sit here and talk some more.
Yeah. Oh, good.
sat here and talked about what we're going to sit here and talk
Right.
about.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
we did.
I don't know. Should we touch on that some? Because as far as the Oregon District, because I know the people down there are ready just to be back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know we are. We don't
Yeah.
like when our shows are shut down every other couple of weeks.
I know.
Because, I
Yeah.
mean, they close the district off and have another big shindig. And
The best thing to do would be to come down to the Oregon District regularly.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, not because of some, hugely popular event, but just come down there and support
Right.
everybody.
It's a great place, and there's so many great people down there.
There is. It's really a tightly knit community.
It is.
It's a very tightly knit community.
I mean, Wiley sometimes feels like the redheaded stepchildren of the
you
Oregon
guys
District,
have
but we're still
you guys
we're
have a
trying to
bit
get
of a
more-
strange location.
We're trying to get more of a presence in there. I'm trying to build better relationships with some of our neighbors,
Yeah.
just to try to, and I think being involved in the big event Sunday, being involved in that's getting us back in there a little bit more. And
Yeah.
I know usually we shut down several years. Wiley shut down for the Haunt Fest, the Boo and Brew.
Mhm.
And I believe we're going to be open for that this year. We're not going to have shows. We're probably going to have a beer truck in the parking lot and do the same thing we just
Yeah,
did.
do that. Yeah.
Because-
Yeah.
because it worked out.
Hey,
But
Yeah.
that's
don't
but-
mess with success.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
in fact, we might not even do comedy anymore. We'll just
Dude, let's just
go ahead and put a beer truck in the parking lot. It's gonna be our new thing.
I'm in. I like beer.
Yep,
no
hot dogs
stranger
and
to
beer
beer.
in the parking lot. That's
Wiley's
the new
Beer
Wiley's. Yes,
Yeah.
Wiley's Wieners. That's
Wiley's
yeah,
Yeah, we've had a few of those.
Yeah.
I've had plenty of wieners.
That's mostly on Sunday nights anyway. That's
They're in the
easy
band.
open mic.
They're in the band folder.
Yeah.
Or the Gmail that Karen uses.
Yeah.
It's the Wiley's Wieners.
There used to be a Wiley's Wiener on the menu.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you
Can-
remember
Bring
that?
it back. No, I don't.
It was. There was a Wiley's Wiener on the menu. It was when Rob Haney still owned it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought all he did was popcorn and goldfish, but now he's
He had
stretched
his wiener,
into
he had
cooked
his
meat?
wiener on there too.
Oh, well,
Why not?
yeah. Okay.
Does anybody else think funny bone is kind of phallic in a way? Like sometimes when someone says funny bone, I think about, funny boning.
No, I think you're just.
No, it's
you
just,
might have.
just you. It's just
I think
you.
you're
Okay, when you
repressing
said-
something.
Yeah. yeah.
No, I just kidding.
Like you get
No,
laughed at a lot when you're naked, don't you?
A little bit, yeah, but not. But when you said Wiley's Wieners, it made me think of that.
There could be a funny
Yeah.
boner.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Can I say
should-
I
that?
don't see why
Yeah.
not.
We should
I
open
guess
up
I
our own
did.
franchise. Call it Funny Boners. That way,
Yeah, I mean,
that
Funny
way
boners
they
and
don't know if
necessary
it's,
nipples.
it's comedy/strip club. That's what.
it's the Milli Vanilli of comedy clubs. Just slightly. Or wait, no, Vanilla Ice. Or
Well, I like the
You know.
Milli Vanilli of comedy
Okay, yeah,
clubs. That
yeah.
way
Wait,
you
like
don't
lip
tell your
sync?
own jokes.
You just like
go-
lip sync them all. Just like we just.
oh, it's just different enough to not get
pre-record
sued,
your
you know?
jokes, and then you go up and lip sync them. That's
Here's the thing.
Totally be a Wiley's event right there.
Do you guys know that a Milli Vanilli is 1,000th of a Vanilli?
that is true. I never
Wow.
thought about that, man.
It's like a millimeter.
That's a lot
That's
of
our-
that's a lot of vanilla.
It's our second.
No,
fun
it's
fact.
not. It's not. It's
Yeah, well,
it's
it's just
thousandth.
minuscule.
It's,
of
it's
that,
just
yeah.
a little bit
I'm
of vanilla.
Sorry, I'm thinking of Killy Vanilli.
Killy Vanilli, Kilo Vanilli,
Kilo Vanilli.
Mega
yeah.
Vanilli.
I'm
Oh,
still on
man,
chicken
you don't
nipples.
wanna-
I was born.
Giga?
Terra Vanilli.
Terra
I'm just
Vanilli.
going
Vanilli.
straight to Terra Vanilli.
And then there's Patanelli after that.
I can only tolerate like nano vanilla.
Yeah. Because even
Not
micro
vanilla.
vanilla is a little much.
Micro is too much. Pico Manilli.
Pico Vanilli.
Pico
All
de
the
Gallo.
scientific notations.
Oh God, I just got done doing this
What's
crap
that?
all day. I got done doing all this crap all day, and now
Now
I'm sorry, everybody.
It's entered into the radio show. And the,
Thanks
and the
for
vanilla.
seeing my last time here.
If
Yep.
I'm laughing, it's not your last time.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Good.
Keep me laughing. You're good.
Good. I might have set a title. I don't know.
Okay, that's all right.
It's good.
Yeah,
I might
you did
have
give us
come up with.
nipples are a necessity. You gave
They
us
are.
the title. Yeah,
They are.
Perfect.
They're,
All right.
they're the one of the isn't it nice when necessities are like also just kind of extravagances?
Yeah, that's true. That's I don't know that isn't it? Is a nipple an extravagance now?
Sure is.
Okay.
You get a peek at one. An extra kind of like, hey,
Yeah.
like when the weather
Wow.
lady.
Get a thin enough wet shirt.
Yeah, you get a peek at one, and you didn't even look. You didn't go look in there on purpose. You just were
Right.
treated to one.
Right. It's a happy surprise nipple.
It's like if it could be the Super Bowl show, it could be the
Right, that's
the
true,
weather
man,
lady.
yeah.
The room is cold. It could be
Could be that business
Yeah.
meeting.
It could be that.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
he knows. See, it's a treat. Well, no matter what,
These sales make me sexy.
Yeah. These
oh,
nipple sneak attacks. That's what. Yeah.
they're
That's a
they're
good
nice.
thing. That's a good
and they're
thing, yeah.
necessary
Right.
for the basic needs. But
Right. Yeah.
Kinda
So
nice.
it's a necessity, but it can be used as an extravagance. I
it could
I
be
get what
like
you're
an
saying.
extra treat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Not so sure about men though. But hey, I'm mostly
they're there. They're there.
They're there.
Whatever
Yeah, we
floats
don't do
your,
nothing.
whatever floats your nipple.
Yeah. I mean, it could.
And your wiener.
Well, that happens in the bathtub.
I went a little. I went a
Until
little
the
too
water
far.
gets cold. And
Then it's just like a
I went a little too far
then
with
it's,
funny
then it's
boners.
like a
so I'm
micro
staying out.
vanilla at that
You're
point.
fine. You're fine. Yeah. See what you started though? You
That's
started
right,
all
yeah,
this
got the ball
anatomical
rolling. You know,
Yeah.
sort of
Way to go, funny boner.
innuendo,
Should we hit some news stories?
sounds good.
if you like.
What's that?
If you like.
I do.
I know
do
you like.
I do
Yeah.
like.
I like these things.
Guinness World Record for world's biggest nipple.
What is it?
I'm sure that's probably a thing, or just a big nipple. An Alaska man found a message in a bottle that has been tossed into the water. That had been tossed into the water by a sailor on a Russian fishing boat 50 years earlier. Tyler Ivanov said he was north of the Bering Strait when he found the bottle containing a letter dated June 20th, 1969. Ivanov took to social media for help translating the Russian letter, You'd think if his name was Ivanov, he'd speak some Russian.
Yeah.
Which was authored by a sailor aboard the Schlock, a fishing boat. The Schlock.
Schlock. Pieces of schlock.
A fishing boat from the Soviet Far East Fishing Fleet. The sailor said the ship was based out of Russian city of Vladivostok, whatever that is. Records show it was decommissioned in 1992. The Schlock was decommissioned in 1992 because
Schlock in your Wiener.
Decommissioned Schlock.
That's a good title right there. Just saying that rivals my title bit.
Decommissioned Schlock.
Decommissioned Schlock. I feel like I got one, guys. Just saying, my schlock is maybe on the trail to being decommissioned.
It happens when you get older.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's
getting there.
Mine's not quite decommissioned. It just doesn't get used much.
Well, that doesn't mean it can't work. It's just being decommissioned.
Exactly.
Someone has said,
yeah,
we're not going to use that.
Yeah, we're not using that anymore. I believe, I guess it's been decommissioned then.
Did you have a clearance sale before it was decommissioned?
I'm not even sure who Clarence is.
Who is Clarence?
Yeah, Clarence over. Roger?
Roger. Over?
What's their vector?
Airplane references.
Yes, that's all we are. Bad,
I swear you go look for
titles.
Russian news, and it's either Russia or Florida with you, I think. Do you have Florida tonight? It's an alligator in Florida or something.
A Florida woman captured me.
Yeah.
A Florida woman captured video of hundreds of blue land crabs in her neighborhood, skittering across the roads, lawns, and sidewalks. Abrielle Arnell captured video of her Stewart neighborhood showing the swarms of crabs descending on the area. I was told they are blue land crabs. Apparently they burrow throughout the year, but it's during this season and their spawning season when the heavy rain forces them out. She said there were several crabs outside of her front door when she left her house in the morning. We lived here for a few years, and it's the worst we've seen them, she said. So her crabs keep getting worse.
I got two words for her: lawn shampoo. And shave your lawn. Shave it bare.
Good. If you don't shave it, that way the blue land crabs don't.
They don't got anywhere to go.
Yeah.
Not a friend told me this.
And if you don't take care of your decommissioned schlock, you're going to get blue leg crabs.
That's true. You got to take good care of it and shampoo regularly. Even if your schlock's been decommissioned.
Oh, it'll be decommissioned for a day
definitely.
or two.
And itchy.
Yes.
I've heard.
Yes.
This is why it's good to focus on the nipples. You know, 'cause you don't have to worry about.
That's right.
You don't have to worry about the
land crab.
There's not a lot of. I never heard of anybody like, oh, geez,
you got nipple crabs.
Your
you got
nipples
nipples
become
something.
More of a necessity after your schlock gets decommissioned.
That's true.
That's it.
That's it. Have something to tweak and play with.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever get yelled at, like, for what we do?
This is one of the directors of the station,
so that he
I think
doesn't
we're
have to
good.
worry.
Yeah, he yells from time to time once we're off the air, but it's like,
Yeah, it's like kind of, it was funny, but
yeah, stop that.
Yeah, that kind of. I've been yelled at like that before. You know, like at work, like, Mike, what you did was, really not following protocol, but everybody thought it was funny. So
Exactly.
It's okay. I've had that
I
talk.
actually did something like that, and my GM was like, I thought it was hilarious, but we aren't supposed to be doing that at the station.
I've heard that a couple times. I heard that from Adam a couple times as well.
Those are the best ways to get yelled at. Like, okay, it'll be a warning this time.
First of all, good job.
But everybody thought it was funny, and then I never mind. It's at least a 1 minute story
out there.
Oh, that's fine. We got a minute.
You got a minute?
Yeah.
One time at work, I was like trying to get out of management so much that I started filling out documents for ordering items, and the item was a explosion-proof refrigerator, and I had to fill out all these documents saying how it would improve student success. And I wrote in like, well, students who aren't killed in explosions are always more successful.
They're bound to succeed.
And then how will it contribute to campus beauty? And I was like, well, campus without limbs all over the place is always more beautiful.
Explosions.
So then I go, and I get yelled at by the dean. He gives me that talk, he's like, hey, everybody thought it was funny. But then, so then I had to go to accounting for like another meeting. People came out in droves. They're like, that was so funny. That that request for the explosion-proof refrigerator was so funny that we literally couldn't work for 30 minutes. And I'm like, yes, I got in the way of everybody's productivity. So that was it's funny, but you did it wrong.
Oh, yeah. I did a similar thing years ago that got me fired, actually, it was a crappy job anyway, and they really did.
Yeah.
In fact, it's one of the jobs, as they're walking me out, I thanked them for firing me, because it's like I was comfortable here, and I would have been here for a long time, and thank you, because this is the worst place I've ever worked. But, I mean, that's pretty much what I said. I shook their hand and headed on out. I appreciate this, fellas.
I like that. That's your exit interview. You get them right back. Like, this place sucks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thank you so much for the freedom.
Well, what happened is there was an incident that I had never had any write-ups or anything in there. And there was one incident that got me straight from nothing at all to a final written warning.
Wow.
Not going into that one.
Yeah.
But this was about a month later, because basically I had tried at one point to get a union in there, which is why it jumped like that from one incident.
Oh, isn't that something?
I was on a list.
Yeah.
And they told me when they gave me that final written, I just started laughing. I said, I'm not going to last. They said, well, this comes off after a year. And I'd been here almost 5 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
They said, well, this comes off your record after a year. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to make it a year. If I went from nothing to a final written and skipped about 6 steps in between that you guys decided to skip, you're not doing this because you want this to fall off my record. You're doing this because you want me out this room and out this building. Well, what happened was there was something else like the week before. It wasn't even something I thought about doing. Somebody went in and told it. Long story, but I went in like the next week, and they said, well, we need to, they handed me a piece of paper, an incident report, and they said, well, you need to fill that out about last Thursday. I said, well, what are you talking? What happened last Thursday? Well, you know what happened last Thursday. I was like, I do? Okay. Well, what do you want on this paper? Can I know what I'm being accused of before I have to write an explanation of it? They said, well, just tell me what happened last Thursday. I said, okay. I was in that office for 5 hours. I had about 15 pages written, starting off from what I had for breakfast to my first morning BM, all the way up. Yeah. And you know what I left out? The one detail they wanted me to write about.
Nice.
Because I didn't think about it. It was like, it was nothing. Nothing happened. Huh. So, yeah, I ended up, that was my final act there. Was and as they were walking me out, I made sure to thank them.
Interesting how the, focus can go on to you.
Right.
In certain situations,
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. It was a hoot. Moving on to more interesting stories.
Let's go back to Florida. That was a bummer.
A hiker on an Appalachian trail in North Carolina had an unusual encounter with a bear that dashed across the trail and knocked her over. Great Smoky Mountains National Park officials said the woman was hiking on a section of the Appalachian Trail near Camel Gap, which is the only reason I put this in.
You just do word finding these things.
That's pretty much what I do. Is like, what do we want to do this week? Ooh, Camel Gap.
Camel Gap is a good title.
I mean, why were there a lot of camels crossing the Appalachian Trail?
That's a good point. I mean, like
Camel Gap.
That's
not.
That's
now,
like,
I have relatives that live in Tennessee in a town called Bulls Gap. I get that
makes
one,
sense
because there are cattle and bulls around. I understand that one. There aren't a lot of camel indigenous to Tennessee and the Smoky Mountains.
Maybe that's where everybody would throw their cigarette butts, and it became
North Carolina is a pretty cigarette heavy.
Some people had to drive
state.
thousands of miles there just to smoke a Camel at Camel Gap.
That's right.
If I'd have known it was there when I smoked, I would have been sure to throw one in.
Yeah,
there you go.
And you step on it and you get camel toe.
Good one.
I like it.
Yeah, you got to dance around the FCC.
Anyway, said the woman was hiking on a section of the Appalachian Trail near Camel Gap when she was knocked over by a bear running across the trail. They should have called it Bear Gap or something.
Right.
That way it'd been more of a warning.
The bear just knocked her over.
She had her eyes peeled for a camel and she didn't see the bear coming. That's what happened.
Who gets knocked over by a bear? You don't see it coming?
That's kind of weird. The woman who was not injured told rangers the bear was not acting aggressively and apparently bumped into her accidentally. Great Smoky Mountain National Park spokeswoman Dana Soin said it is common for bears to run across the trail, but it's unusual for the animals to collide with the hikers unless they're looking for camel.
This was in Great
Smoky Mountain National Park.
Smokey the Bear
Smokey
National
the Bear
Park.
territory, yeah. because
Fair
only
enough.
you can prevent camel gap.
You can't. Only you.
I guess camel
Look both
gap
ways.
is a lot like camel toe.
Sounds similar.
Probably.
Yeah, that's
I
guess.
Camel Gap is what happens after the
Yes.
foreplay.
okay.
Moose Knuckle is a place up in
Moose
Canada.
Knuckle,
That's
yeah,
a
Moose
totally
Knuckle
different.
is that's really close to that's a lot larger camel gap.
Right.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Ontario, I think.
Yes,
It's just guessing.
there's a lot of encounters with weird animals and creatures in this. A Missouri woman narrowly escaped serious injury after a venomous spider crawled into her ear while she was sleeping. Susie Torres of Kansas City first noticed something was wrong on Tuesday morning when she felt some discomfort in her ear. I woke up Tuesday hearing a bunch of swooshing in my and water in my left ear. It was like when you went swimming and you have all the water in your ear, Torres said. That's very eloquently put.
Yeah, that was really redundant right there.
A little bit.
It's like when you went swimming. They quoted that.
Yeah,
Though.
with water. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like,
That was
it's
all.
like when
That
you
was
went
all her
swimming.
quote.
Yeah.
because they think we can't write stuff this good.
Yeah.
Torres went to the doctor to find out what was wrong and was looked at by a medical assistant who discovered something strange. Torres said she ran out and said, "I'm going to get a couple more people." She then said, "I think you have an insect in there." What happened next shocked Torres. She came back and told me it was a spider, Torres said. Admittedly, she is particularly terrified of those creatures. Doctors worked their magic and removed the creepy, crawly creature, which was a brown recluse spider, a species with a bite that can cause stinging pain and severe lesions that require medical attention.
Yeah.
Did not bite her ear, apparently. So,
They don't really bite unless you squish them.
okay. Well,
No, spiders are really.
So if she'd have stuck a Q-tip in there, she'd have been hacked.
Yeah, she might have
Oh,
been
yeah.
in
Oh, yeah.
trouble then. So that's why Q-tips aren't good anyhow. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to go into the whole fact that I have excessive earwax in my left ear right now. Because it's too, there'd be too many phone calls.
That's true.
I don't
Yeah,
want.
it's
I don't
too
want to
dirty. It's too
make a
dirty.
big scene of it.
Yeah, that would.
But you're not supposed to use Q-tips, is what I was told.
Yeah, I've been told that, and I still use them because I'm
Yeah.
a rebel.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they look rebellious.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm a rebel Q-tip. That's
They
I've
kind
heard
of.
the Hell's Angels roll with Q-tips. Just really
oh yeah,
They
that's,
do.
That's
sends
their
a
big
signal,
thing. That's their big thing. Well, they hold the opposing gangs down and clean their ears with a Q-tip because it's dangerous. It's very
Pretty
dangerous.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
You don't want it to happen to you. No.
No, that's
only,
their hazing.
Only you can prevent Hell's Angels Q-tip
That's
damage.
their hazing. They use that as a hazing technique.
Yep. That's a hate crime. Actually, is what it is.
Yeah, if you hate earwax.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
because
There's no reason to hate earwax. Earwax is actually healthy, though. It flushes out.
well,
your-
excessive amounts. I don't know. I don't know.
excessive. That's where
excessive
a thing
is-
is. That's
yeah.
the thing is. Then I guess males make more earwax than females do.
Okay. Well,
But I'm good
We
at
got to
it.
have something.
I'm
They
good
have
at
better
it, man.
nipples.
I mean, I might not have any talent in acting or comedy or writing, but I can
But
make
you know your
earwax out of
earwax.
this ear like crazy. Like I want to
Make
get
some
booked on
candles.
that, huh?
You can make some candles.
Or I could. I can make a whole candle out of the stuff that falls out of my left ear.
Perfect.
Yeah, and that'll maybe if there was ever a, catastrophe, that might work out. I'll get a wick and
Just light your ear.
just stick a wick in there, candle
Stick a
comes
wick.
out. Yeah,
Someone told me earwax candles are a thing.
they
Like,
are
that actually
I think
exist.
they are. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
really.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
they go along with belly button lint sweaters, I guess. You
What-
knit a,
what
knit a
kind
sweater
of-
out of your belly. Oh, Patrick's going to Google earwax candles.
That is the next title.
Yeah, I kind of want to know why people make them. Is
Yeah,
it
like-
a
No, I
weird
know-
fascination?
I know there's a process called ear candling, which is when you you actually stick a candle in the ear and light it, and it's supposed to help remove earwax. But I don't know if there's an actual earwax candle. Because
Well,
all
there you
I'm
go.
getting results
Like, it has
for is
risk of
procedure.
injuries. Yeah, you can set your hair on fire. That's
Or you could
You-
get
Not burn your whole ear canal. Like-
perforated
Oh, the page-
eardrum
the page
burns.
froze.
Yeah.
Oh, and page freeze. You can get page freeze. You can get Google freeze from
Yeah.
burning a candle in your ear.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Is that what
Seems
just
to
happened?
you lived your life like a candle in the ear.
A little bit of Elton John there.
And some
One more,
Google
one more.
images that I don't want to see because they're kind of disgusting.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
perfect.
good. I'm glad
Put
that the
it up on the
monitor's
website,
facing that way.
A woman in upstate New York recently
God.
reeled in what she thought was just a big catch on Lake Champlain, only to discover it was more unique than that. The fish, identified as a lake trout, had 2 mouths. When we got in the boat, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, said Debbie Geddes on Wednesday. Not of anywhere in particular, apparently in upstate New York.
Yeah, Adirondacks.
She said the fish appeared healthy, pretty amazing, she said. Before releasing her special catch, she took snaps of it that went viral when they were posted this week on Naughty Boys Fishing's Facebook page. Naughty Boys Fishing.
See, until the pictures, I thought, because I'm from upstate New York, and I thought,
you ever
just-
caught a fish with 2 mouths?
no, I just thought she was drunk and seeing double was
Yeah.
what she's saying, and then the pictures probably vindicated her.
Right.
And, but then Naughty Boys
Yeah, the
Fishing.
Naughty Boys, yeah.
Naughty?
Not naughty, naughty.
Naughty?
Knotty.
Naughty?
Oh,
Kanati.
Kanati?
naughty.
Naughty Boys.
Yeah.
I don't get what that has to do with anything. Okay, I get it.
Tying knots and
Like a
fishing. Yeah.
like a fishing lure kind of thing. Okay, good.
They
I'm
tie
sorry.
their own flies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Not really. but
I mean,
but thanks anyway.
All right, good.
I mean, 2 mouths. You could work with 2 camel gaps with that.
Probably
Boom.
could.
That's true. But yeah, you don't want to get all fish faced.
Yeah.
All right, we got time for one more, I think, maybe, since we had a fish with 2 mouths and a brown recluse in your ear. What else have we had animal related? We had a bear on the trail. We had a bear on the
animals
camel
are always
gap.
good for a spider in the ear,
Yeah.
and
Yep,
Excellent.
and we had crabs
crabs are always.
and a Russian fisherman.
Yeah.
We've pretty much run into it all now. And here's a Louisiana farmer placed a winning bid when he spotted a unique animal up for auction, a calf with 5 legs. Might have just been a male. It was a bull. It was a bull, you dummy. You can't milk those. Well, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Matt Alexander said he and his fiance, Megan Davis, Maghin, that could be Megan, just very poorly spelled, decided to give the calf a home at their farm despite Hathaway, despite some others at the auction speculating the extra limb would lead the calf to an early death, because apparently they find extra limbs very offensive. The couple said they had been pleased to see the calf thrive and apparently good health. They said they are planning to have the calf, which Davis dubbed Elsie, checked out by a veterinarian to see if the extra leg should be surgically removed. Because you never know.
Isn't everything going to be surgically removed
At
some point?
At
Yeah.
some point. That's not really surgery. That's butchering. That's
Yeah.
butcherly removed.
That's still surgery.
And that's an
Postpartum
extra
surgery.
shank right there. That's all that.
Mortem surgery, I guess.
Yeah. You say post-mortem?
I said post-mortem,
Oh,
and then I'm
okay,
like,
that
that
makes-
doesn't.
that
No,
makes
there's a
more
calf.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a calf with 5, if they had 5 legs, I guess that would be 5 calves too.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
I see where you're going.
That
with
thing was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it behooved them to buy it.
Puns, everybody.
Yes. Okay,
Making
we're
us-
going to have to go ahead and take our top of the hour break, Mike. Before we do you want to throw anything out that as far as your show coming up on Friday and the
Friday
whatever
we're
the
storming Area
announcements and
51. I'm going
that's
to post
right.
it all over Facebook, and if you know where to look on our website, you can get a sneak peek at it. www.dosestoredudes.com. Sorry,
That's
I
okay.
stuttered.
That's right. Yeah.
and I'm sorry.
Well, there's a lot of D's in that.
There is. It's a lot, but it's supposed to be alliteration, like it's really cool
Right.
and
right,
artsy.
yeah, it's
No, but I'm always
for the,
happy
for
to.
the illiterate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always good to be here, and nipples are a necessity.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And thank you for sharing your nipples with us today.
I did. Yeah, sex sells.
Yeah. Perfect.
They don't work, but hey.
Well, when your schlock's been decommissioned,
It's been
You take what you can get,
it's like it's on the it's in the inbox of decommissioning.
it's on its way out.
It's on its way out.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break. We will be back. We're going to kick Mike out. We're going to bring back Gary Offel
Hey,
So we
girl.
will be back here shortly. Patrick? Thanks for listening to the Life Radio Show podcast. Check it out wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, if you want to listen live, we are on Tuesdays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WWSU 106.9 FM. You can also stream the show live at WWSU1069.org, and we go Facebook Live at the Life Radio Show's Facebook page. If you have suggestions or comments, feel free to email thelife1069@gmail.com.
Presence overwhelms me. The brutal presence overwhelms me.
Is a nipple an extravagance now?
Sure is.